only two notes I've got from the previous video are that I should try to use the deflect parry since it's still equipped. I just sort of forgot about it. And also, when I was bringing up the completion percentage of this file, I meant to say, maybe this won't take that long, but I'm expecting 30 to 50 videos probably. Alright, you can't get up there just yet. So my only option is up. Yeah, let's keep exploring Unreality. I don't know if it means anything that these are red. Yeah, you can still dash through them and everything. I might be thinking of another game by paying attention to the color like that. There's a fair bit of platforming in here. It's kind of fun. What was the spell? Justice. That doesn't ring a bell at all. Projects a shielding aura that explodes if damaged. Oh, right. I would hope that does poise damage, but I only remember using it a little bit. Okay, everything's in order with my recording. I was doubtful for some reason. I always have these nagging thoughts of, what if something is just messing up and I'm not aware of it? What am I not using much? Piercing ray, honestly. So sure. Well, that's pretty brief. It's also kind of expensive. Another thing I didn't use much is the aerial down charge. I don't actually remember if it does 2 poise damage or not. See, maybe those obstacles would be dangerous if I couldn't just dash straight through them. Okay, what's this fight? No, it only does 1 poise damage, unfortunately. Oh, and there's a healer, too. That was pretty fantastic. Okay, how the hell does this work? Yeah, can I block that, or what? That's 2 bombs, should be good. Gotta remember that I can reflect those. Ah. That was just a whiff. Right, I was standing on the ground. That also happened faster than I expected it to. That's not good. Ah. I have little to say here. I realize I'm being quiet. It was a combination of focusing and I should have just done the upcharge. Would have been a much better idea. A combination of focusing, and also we've seen these enemies before. Maybe that particular enemy, seeing it so often is not really that interesting. I'm gonna have to pick up the spell again, aren't I? Yeah. That's fine. I suspect there's a second wave to that fight. Maybe there isn't. That is a pretty heavy-duty enemy. Plus a healer. Actually, even if you just walk through that, it's not too bad. Gotta keep an eye on this guy's attacks. Yeah, you can block that. Okay. I guess that's the response that's wanted. I hope facing the wrong way is not a problem. That could be annoying. Very strange attack regardless. Yeah, I should absolutely be reflecting those. It's something to do. I spent too much magic. Gotta be trying to get 2 bombs off as often as possible. There. If I lose track of which attack is happening when, that could be a problem. If he just spawns the spiraling projectile pattern on top of me. Oh, that's it. Okay. I choked. I could have backed off, went under him, and done this when I died. There's a checkpoint right there, yeah. Or a save point, I guess. Same difference. Oh, is this scene now? The thing I don't get about reality is it supposed to be a simulation? Because you see the weird messed up tiling of this grass here. Is it supposed to be like a space between worlds? Even after the exposition, I'm not exactly sure how it works. Yeah, this scene. Mom? Vernal, I'm so happy to see you. Are you lost? I don't really know, but why are you here? I don't understand. Oh, Vernal, I missed you so much. I love you. I missed you too. How did you get here? It doesn't make any sense. Something isn't right. So you're starting to understand? I think I am. You're not really here. You're not really alive. You're right. But there's so much I want to say to you. So many things I want to tell you about. So many times I wish you were there with me. But I wasn't. And I'm not. I love you. I love you too. Getting caught up in these stupid illusions. You're just like him. It's time to finish our fight. And since the telecom doesn't work here, I'm finally free to tear you apart. Try it. You've got me really pissed now. You're nothing, Vernal. There's a lot I don't remember about this fight, but I don't think it was too bad. Ah, missed the bomb. The main thing I remember is that after her attacks, you have a pretty free window to land a down charge, and that alone makes this kind of easy. She's pretty predictable too, for the most part. Forgot about that move. At least we get some more voice acting. I don't mind it. There was a whole thing about the voice direction in this game. I'm forgetting the details, but it was kind of a big thing, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this fight is very much just rinse and repeat this. Oh yeah, she has that. Oh, that was close. She might have killed me with that one. Good. Oh, by the way, that's a scripted fight. I was waiting for it to end. I couldn't remember when it ends. What an absolutely pathetic display. The fact that you thought you stood any chance is an insult, and you'll die here no better for having tried.
It's over!
You can... But there's no way. You're human. Notice the new meter up there. That fight is so easy. I couldn't even remember most of her moves, but you saw how much damage she does. That's kind of how this game goes. It's not really gonna demand crazy combinations of actions from you, but if you mess up, you're dead way too fast. Yeah, that new meter will make sense soon enough. This is a new area. It's a pretty huge one, actually. Maybe I could spend the rest of the video exploring it, but there's this. I think I glossed over this when I first played the game, but yeah, that thing was generating the storm in the entire area. Vernal, you're alive. Oh, thank heavens. I've been searching for you everywhere. When the Unreality storm surrounding this island suddenly cleared, I had a strong feeling that it was your doing, somehow. I'm curious to know what happened. We should discuss it in person. I'm at the dock on the west side of town. So yeah, this is the second town, pretty much. Right, the entire loading zone for the next screen is represented in orange or yellow. Can I get this now? Might be possible, actually. Yep. Okay. I think the town is pretty barren until after this next story moment happens. Oh, right. I don't know what the hell this is. It seems like another... either a backer character or a shout-out, but it's adorable. I don't mind it. Cool sword. Could maybe check over here. No, I should have seen at least a few NPCs by now. So yeah, I'll head to Chervil and see after that. I forget when the hell the tutorial for the new meter comes up. I do not remember why that's there. There might be a good reason, there might not. Could just be another dummy to kill. I think I can get this the same way. If I line myself up right. Yeah. I don't know if you're supposed to get them this early. I'm just aware of the ways you can mess with things. Oh, you defeated the monster? Finally, I can get some sleep. That's all he has to say. This is more of a problem. I don't know if this is possible, although it totally is, because if you jump up a slope while sliding, that happens. That's right. Cool. I do appreciate how you can chain the moves together for stuff like that. Alright, these guys. What was that? Postures defensively. Whoa, I didn't expect to find someone down here. Just saw a floor I could break, so I broke it. Sorry. Really? Well, he gave us quite a shock. But no harm done, I suppose. What exciting people live up here. Don't you agree, no knave? Relaxes and bows deeply. I think all of the stuff in square brackets is about that red knight behind her. It's been so refreshing to spend time here in Rosales. Even with that troublesome storm hanging overhead, everyone's been so welcoming and helpful. Joins his hands in the shape of a heart. To repay their kindness, we have undertaken a quest to rid the people of the giant monstrous rats that lurk in the dark alleys and murky corners of this noble town. Gestures empathetically, implying rats of some uncertain but frightful size. Haven't seen any giant rats. Maybe some big ones. Well, of course, we're working our way down from the top, so it's mostly big rats that are remaining. Nods thoughtfully. Right, that's all. Another random duo of characters that are kind of interesting, actually, but still largely irrelevant to the plot. Alright, that. Can I even get that right now? I'm not sure. Maybe not. Okay. I can explore the rest of town later. I think there was one very significant thing I can sequence break for here. I'm very glad to see you well, Vernal. There's been a few developments on my end that I want to share, but first I must ask, what happened to you, and how did you end up all the way out here? Well, I see now. Your sword, the pulse edge, creates rifts into unreality. These rifts are wide enough for objects and people to travel through. That means the huge portal Vernal, Asphodel must be planning something monumental in scale. Well, if we could just find him, he'd be dead already. Our searches so far have been totally pointless. We haven't found anything. On the contrary, I believe our efforts have proved quite fruitful. That object you found in the arboretum, I was able to repair it with some of the tools left on the ship, along with that crystal you brought back from the mines. I've discovered that its original purpose must have been some sort of advanced compass. It's a device used to return to somewhere hidden. I believe this may be the key to finding where Asphodel is hidden himself. So this will help us get there? I believe so, yes. There are more of these objects. I recognize their use from my time in Asphodel's service, so they are most likely still held by those like me, other shells. Find the shells and find Asphodel. Sounds easy enough. Precisely. I'd start by trying to find ways into Unreality. You should be able to bypass some of the storms if you use those entrances. Go back in? You mean on purpose? Why, yes. My theory is that when you emerged from the portal, it somehow cleared the Unreality storm above the island. If you do the same elsewhere, it may give us access to more searchable locations. Chervil, a bit more happened in there than I told you. Reality is largely a mystery to me. You and me both, Chervil. If it was too much for you, then we can always find an alternate route. No, it's alright. I can handle it. You asked me before about why I wanted to kill my father, Asphodel. It's because he left us. My mom got really sick, and instead of helping us, he just left. I wasn't even born yet. He left my mom and me to die. That's why I came to kill him. I see. It's not too different from my own motivations, I suppose. Yeah, but I didn't know any of this before I met you. All this church stuff, his research, none of it would have mattered to me. I just wanted him to die. I still want him to die. Indeed, this isn't just about our desire for revenge any longer. Whatever his plans are, if they succeed, something catastrophic may happen. I don't think anyone but us stands a chance at stopping him. Yeah. Yeah, let's go kick his ass. I suspect that this is where Asphodel is hiding. Why does it look like that? This area seems to be displaced in higher dimensional space. Once we have all of the remaining compasses, we may be able to triangulate its real position and navigate there without the ship being torn apart across dimensions. Sure. Our best bet at clearing the storms seems to be finding new portal entrances elsewhere, navigating Unreality, and then emerging where the storm is located. Doing this may lead us to... I pressed the button too fast, but you get the gist of it. It sure is a pain to get around up here. Why do these islands need to be flying anyway? The method in which they fly is quite fascinating, actually. It's just like magic or whatever, right? The same stuff that makes rings work. Something similar, yes. Our ship here is able to fly because it funnels magic current through rings installed in its sides. I assume your sword is that way as well, but have you noticed the islands are distinctly not ring-shaped? Huh, weird. How do they do the funnel thing, then? Of that I am still unsure. My remaining memories seem to suggest it had something to do with our work with Asphodel prior to the Rising. Perhaps these storms attract more current than we thought. The islands were lifted by the resulting swell. So you don't know why they're flying. Oh, it is an ongoing field of study. Yeah, now we have the compasses at the top of the screen here. As you can see, most of the map is open now, so I have many more locations to try. I think I remember a couple of these at least. The airship is still wandering around, but there's no real way to deal with that. Oh, I think the Barren Cave was pretty important. Asphodel's hideout, as mentioned. This location, I don't remember at all. Ah, this should be fun. I remember this place at least. Yeah, the Pyramid Trial. Wild Green. Yeah, it's not ringing a bell. Can't say this game is too... Oh, speaking of bells, actually. Foggy Ruin. I do remember it, at least, for having some unique props and a strange layout. This was separate from, yeah, Outfield Island and Rosales. Is there anything I want to do before I call it for now? Not sure. I think a lot of this takes too long. But I can definitely see the end of the game in sight now that most of the map is open. I mentioned Unreality is a massive area. I guess that's a bit of a spoiler. I forgot how little of it you get to explore on the first visit. But there were at least a couple of paths I couldn't reach. So you can imagine. I just noticed the yellow markings I left are reflecting in the cloud over there on the map. Didn't realize that's how the effect worked. I guess I didn't try to deflect parry at all. Oh well, there's always next time. You can just sit there and parry everything if you wanted to. I'm pretty sure even unblockable attacks can be parried with that. If you want to turn this game into Lies of P or something. But maybe it's not that simple. I think you still have to face the enemy you're parrying. I may have fully completed some of these areas, I'm just not sure as of now. But I think before I start doing the new areas in order, I want to mess around in Rosales, so stay tuned for another part of just talking in the town, I guess. Thank you for watching.